who was 4 feet high. I pulled over to ask where he was at. His index finger, he tipped off his hat. El Segundo, he said, my name is Pedro.
Hey yo, peace to all my viewers, man. Today we're going to continue the documentation of Kings County 11205. I say continue, and this is really the first video that I documented me taking photographs of places that I grew up in and places that I hung around in my neighborhood. So today is actually the first time you'll see this documentation of my photographs of my upcoming book. So today we're gonna go to 5 intricate places that I grew up around, ate in, just hung around, and we're gonna deep dive in how I do the process of taking these photographs. And yeah, let's go on this ride. Come on. Just finished the drone shot of the building that I grew up in since I was 14 years old. Now we're going to travel to the first piece of shot that we're going to document today. It wasn't my first choice of Italian cuisine growing up, but as a kid I would lose my Metro card like every week, and instead of hopping the turnstile or buying a Metro card or even asking the bus driver to get on the bus, I would actually walk all the way from Park Slope home. So that piece of shop during the winter, actually I would go there the most and get a slice and just walk home with a piece, because I probably haven't ate all day because I wouldn't spend money on food when I was younger either. So we're gonna document that piece of shop with the drone as well. I might get some shots with my camera. I'm using an A6400. I'll tell you the lens later when I look at it. So yeah, that's the first place we're gonna document. The first piece of shot we're gonna document today. As I said, with the drone shot, I tried to get like a full body shot of the building. I usually shoot photographs of buildings like people. So basically, this is not a portrait. Basically, this is a full body shot of a person, but in a house form. You know, this is a shot of a house. It's full body. So that's how I want to take a picture of my building that I grew up in since I was 14. So let's go to the pizza shop. So I don't have my cameraman with me this time, my girlfriend, right? So I gotta freehand this. I'm sorry? So we're on Myrtle and Hall, where Liberty Pizza is at, the pizza shop I was just talking about. So this pizza shop is where I used to go on my way home from school when I used to walk home. So I hate hot food, right? So in the winter, you go to this pizza shop, get you a hot slice or two. It's so cold outside. The cold takes away all the heat, you know. So that was a good lunch on the way home for somebody like me that doesn't like hot food. So we're on Hall and Myrtle, and I'm about to get some shots with the drone. And yeah, documented photography. We're trying this out. Now visuals, man. Alright, so we got the shots of the pizza shop. Now we're gonna go to another intricate spot where I grew up at. What ages did I grow up? Yeah, probably from 12 to now as well. Spent a lot of time there. got kicked out of the house, had to go there, and I had problems. I went here. A very sentimental and intricate spot for me. So yeah, let's go over there. Let's take a couple photographs of that. I want to document how I'm taking these photographs. It's all in the Kings County 11205 area. So yeah, let's go over there. All right. So we at the third location. As I said before, this location is a very important location to me, very intricate to my life, a very sentimental location. It's a place where I would go to when I got kicked out the house. When me and my mom would argue, I would get a third side, get some closure, just from a relative of the family. I didn't grow up around a lot of men, so this was kind of the only man that I had in my life that would help me out as I grew. So this is a very important building I would go to growing up. Fun fact, this is also the block. I don't know if y'all Power fans, where Tommy was actually in the church that's on this block, and the Koreans tried to kill him. Came through with a drive-by, and Ghost, the main character, had saved him. So this is a very important block to me, where I would come from my personal problems, and also a block where one of my favorite shows was filmed on. So let's get to it. Let's document this building. All right. So we just finished the third location, the third photograph of the day. Let me give you some insight on how I document and photograph buildings. So I come from an abstract point of view. I document buildings as as humans. Basically, I don't want to give too much information. I focus on the textures and the colors of the building. I key in on windows. I key in on, as I said, the textures and the colors, and let the building tell its own story from its history, you know? So if you see the building leaving out information, it's intentional, because that's how I shoot buildings. So yeah, we move into the fourth location, another building where I grew up at.
But you still you still living it and breathing his air, right?
I had lived there until I was 14, so this is the place where I lived before I moved into the place that I am now. So yeah, this is another very important place that I'm documenting today, and it's also in the neighborhood. It's also in the Kings County 11205 area, and I feel like, I don't know why I haven't documented this in this book that I want to put out sooner. I just didn't think I was going to get this intricate. So we're on our way there. So I'll see you there. 4 out of 5 locations, 4 out of 5 photographs taken. So this is the building I grew up in. A lot of loved ones here, a lot of memories here. This building is me, from being a baby to becoming a teenager. I lived here, you know. So I don't know why I didn't document this before, but as I said before, I wasn't getting that deep in this series or in this book that I wanted to make, but I got an idea to make it more deeper, because this is where I'm from. And I gotta include the buildings that made me, that are me. So yeah, this is the fourth photograph, fourth location. Let's get to it. My birthplace, basically. All right. So we just got the fifth location. 5 out of 5 photographs. Thank you for today, man. For all my viewers, I enjoyed today. More content coming. More documentation of my photographs. More documentation of both antidepressant and Kings County 11205. I didn't go on my little spill about the pizza shop that I just photographed. This is my pizza shop, my go-to pizza shop. Breakfast, maybe lunch, maybe dinner. Buffalo wings on point. All types of pizza on point. I never noticed the name of the pizza shop. My girlfriend said it the other day. I think it's called Ghani's. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ghani's Pizza Shop. That's the go-to pizza shop though for everything. But yeah, thank you for today. Hopefully I like the switch up. Yeah, thanks to all my viewers. Peace, man. Alright, so now for this portion of the video, I'm going to show you how far I came in the process of making Kings County 11205. I'm going to show you the prints and the type of papers I've been using. So this is the first photograph of the group of 11205 Kings County. I drew inspiration from a Tribe Called Quest album. I love the abstraction of this, and this is the cover of Kings County 11205. This is Canson paper that I used. For this project, I also wanted to get a photograph that describes the whole project, but also has an abstraction approach, in which this photograph is bricks, and I'm taking photographs of buildings, so that speaks for itself. Absolutely love this photograph, by the way. Let me know how you feel about this photograph, because it's such a great photograph in my perspective. Third image, a drone shot of my neighborhood of Bed-Stuy. I feel like this is a important picture, photograph to this book, just showing off my neighborhood, this beautiful neighborhood that I live in, the skyline of it. The first building of the group. So this is the house I grew up in, and the sequence, by the way, is premeditated. It's in the sequence that I wanted for the book, so I hope you enjoyed this sequence. When I first started thinking about this project, I didn't want to get this deep and include all the buildings that I was around or in or lived in, but in school, one of my professors told me to get deep with it, and that's why I included buildings that I grew up in. As I said before, this is another building I grew up in. I just love this angle that I caught it with the drone. I never really seen an angle like this when somebody was taking a photograph of a building, so I really love this photograph. This is my go-to pizza shop, as I was describing before. Yeah, I just love this pizza shop, and it's very important to me, so I had to include it in this series. If I really wanted to get deep, yeah, this is the pizza shop I always get pizza from, pizza for breakfast. Yeah, it's my go-to pizza shop. It's on the corner. So Emerson, the park that I grew up in, the park that I honed my skills in, the park that I got in a fight in. This is home, man. I had to include this because this is definitely home, and it's definitely one of the important places of my life. So Emerson. Liberty Pizza on Myrtle. As I described before, when I was younger, I used to go to school in Park Slope, and on my way home, this is the pizza shop I used to pass. So when it was like 20 degrees, I would get a pizza from here, from this pizza shop, and I don't like hot food, so the pizza will actually get colder as I walk, so it will be a great pizza for me since I don't like cold food. So I love this angle too. Oh yeah, this is another building that I grew up in. I described this before. When I would get kicked out the house, this was the place I would go to. I didn't really have any men in my life, so this is a family member's household that I would go to get another side of the story, to change my perspective, and just even out the playing field between any problems I had. Oh, I love this photograph. It's a combination of two buildings. I love the contrast between the black and whites and the colors. It's another abstraction. I just love putting this photograph together, man. It describes this project, it describes this book, and it describes the architecture in Kings County 11205. This is another photograph. I think this is like an editorial photograph. I look at buildings like people. So this is a pose from a person, from a building standpoint. Yeah, this is another abstraction that I love. I love the textures in this building. I love the textures that I pointed out in the photograph. The contrast between the white and the brown brick. My mom has this photograph in her room, a bigger print. I love this photograph as well. The windows, it keys in, looks like eyes to me. I'm gonna reference people and body parts, so bear with me if you don't get what I'm trying to describe. This is another building deeper in Bed-Stuy, going towards downtown. I had saw this driving, and I was like, this is a perfect picture to go hand in hand with the other building. These look like eyes as well, and I love the textures of the brick. Abandoned building, deeper in Bed-Stuy as well. I just feel like it embodies the culture in Bed-Stuy. There's a lot of abandoned buildings before the gentrification is happening right now, and I just wanted to capture this because these abandoned buildings are just leaving us. Another abandoned building, as I described before, the abandoned buildings are really leaving us, so I'm trying to just capture them and just keep this essence of Bed-Stuy, because Bed-Stuy, to me, I always remember growing up with Bed-Stuy being a lot of abandoned buildings, a lot of abandoned parking lots, and we're losing that now, so gotta photograph it now. Oh, I love this photograph. This is towards the Clinton Hill area, towards Bishop Loughlin. I just love the textures of these bricks. This building is so beautiful. I've been working on this project for like a year now, and this was like a year ago. And this is the back cover, Kings County 11205. You see the barcode. This was also pulled from inspiration from Tribe Called Quest album. So let me know what you think about this sequence, think about the photographs, and just leave comments and critiques on which I think. Malvisions is here, Malvisions is back, and we're working on a new series of work. Thank you, peace.